I'm gonna call everybody out that does not put anything in the chat. I don't, if you haven't been to the arcade, that's okay. But I know a majority of us have been to arcade at least once on some sort of school trip, something. So the ones that haven't been to the arcade, okay, I'm gonna make it so you understand. And for ones that do understand the arcade is a simple thing. If you guys remember those golden tokens we used to get when we go to the arcade, this is the same thing. You can convert money into a token. Okay, refuse to tell my age, man. I've been to a arcade plenty of times. I mean, that's my age is up there too. It's not up there as some other people, but I've definitely been up there before they even gave the digital cards to go in. Now we don't got no tokens. We got cards. We go swipe it in the machine. So for everybody that's there, just making sure that everybody left. What happened? We are. Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you. So for everybody that understands, just to make everybody laugh, is those golden tokens. I want everybody to think about this. The golden token is a currency that you exchange real money for to pay the machine so they can utilize it. So this is the same thing. A general attack. There's four different terminologies that we utilize for this: a general attack, a GA, a token, or a credit. Whatever you want to call it is the best thing. Whatever works for you, just go on that one. The reason I use token is I like to give everybody the visual that when you pay for a token, when a token goes in the system, you ain't getting it back. And I hated this. Sometimes I used to get coerced into playing skee ball back in the day. I hated skee ball. I never understood what skee ball was for. And every now and again, I would drop my token into the skee ball machine. And when those balls rolled out, that's it. You had to play skee ball whether you wanted to or not. And that is the same thing with this software. Once you pay the AI to generate the letters, whether the letter is right or wrong, it did it. It's done, and that token is gone. They are not going to give you another token back. If you messed up, you did not set the system correctly, you pressed the button by accident, the software company is not going to give you it back because it is the same thing as that thing. So we're going to be very careful on how we go through GA. So I want everybody in here to put a 5 in the chat if you understand what a GA, a token, a credit, or a general attack is, and then I'll get a little more in depth about what it actually does. Perfect. So everybody understands that it's beautiful. Okay. So now what does that token do? For 1 month, that token will generate, one token will generate an entire client's file. So what does that mean? You are my client. When I say client inside of here, even if you're doing yourself, you are the client. You are taking care of yourself. So when I say client, oh, I'm just taking care of myself. You're still the client. You are going to be your own client. So when we're doing this, I say the Italian client's file. How is that? What does that mean? So when you upload your credit report into the software will generate an unlimited amount of letters and an unlimited amount of pages for an unlimited amount of negative items for that specific month. So let's break it down into numbers and what numbers mean over here. If you personally, Miss Palmer, I'm looking at you right now, just because you're the first one on my screen, right? I'm looking at you. If you come to me and say, okay, I uploaded my profile, I got 100 negative items, right? Miss Palmer, the software will generate up to 300 letters. Okay, upwards and further, depending on what it needs. 300 letters and 3,000 pages to do the job. Now, depending on the AI and what the AI says, but I'm just giving you that idea.
Right.
Now, Marlene, you're the next one next to Miss Palmer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Marlene, say you got 10 negative items, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going in order, ladies. You got 10 negative items. The software could generate 30 letters and 300 pages. Does that make a difference? Does that make everybody understand? You guys are utilizing the same GA, but in that thing, the same GA is generating something different based upon your negative items. So if everybody in here was a client of one person in this room, say you were all my client, I can never ever know what the software is going to spit out until we have the credit report read and what we're going through. So the software is going to handle, one GA is going to handle everybody one by one. So if there's, how many people are in here? There's 30 people and -2 because I'm not doing me and I'm not doing Ray. So there's 28 people. It's going to cost 28 tokens if we did everything correctly for 1 month. So the next month I'd have to buy another 28 tokens. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
If
So
I
one
could,
GA is for one, I'm sorry, one GA is for one issue at a time. So if there's 10 issues, that's 10 GAs.
one person at a time.
Oh, one person at a time.
So there's 28 of us in this room right now, right? There's 30 of us technically, right? We're going to use 30 GAs, one per person. Doesn't matter how many items you have on it.
Oh, okay.
But that's going to be for this month. Next month, I got to buy another 30. The month after, I got to buy another 30. The month after that, I got to buy another 30. That's not barring that you don't mess up on the client. And that I want everybody to understand that. That's what I'm teaching you tonight. I'm going to teach you how not to mess up on the client. Okay? We good? Does everybody understand what a GA, token, general attack, credit does? They understand what it is and what it does. Let's put a 7 in the chat if we good. If you are lost, ladies and gentlemen, please tell me you are lost. I don't care. I have it penciled in tonight that I'm spending 2 hours in this class. So if you are lost, I am here to explain. Good. We got a bunch of 7s. Let's roll. So Ray's going to drop it in the chat, and I'm going to go over here. Ray's going to drop in the chat the free school community for Metro 2. Ray, drop that in the chat. Everybody, if you get a chance, please join. And I'm going to show you how to access the free community on the website over here. So Ray is going to go for the school community. I'm going to show you how to access the Facebook community. And it's on everybody's homepage, just almost 20,000 members. So right here, got a question, join the free community, and it will pop up the whatchamacallit community, the Facebook community for you. Should you join both? Absolutely. I agree that you should join both. I agree that everybody should be in both of these communities. If you're having an issue with the software, it didn't generate a letter, it keeps erroring out, something happens, click over here. I have a software technical issue, click support ticket. It's going to open up a new page, and then you're going to click add ticket. In the sign, you'll put anything in here. Now, I'm going to tell everybody, well, what happens if it doesn't say something? Just click account info issues and just put it in over there. Somebody at the other end will see it, and they'll message you to do what needs to be done. Walkthroughs are Monday, Wednesday at 8 p.m., hosted by Mr. Bora and myself. Mr. Bora hosts Monday, I host Wednesday. Tuesday, Thursday, again, myself and Mr. Bora. I host Tuesday, Mr. Bora hosts Thursday. And then Saturday, Mr. Bora hosts Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Mr. Bora is the other trainer that goes through. And that's it. Does anybody have any questions on the homepage? And let's keep the questions to the homepage, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure everything's rocking and rolling on the homepage. Do we have any questions on the homepage? No. Perfect. Let's move on. Let's move on. So there are videos here in the get started section, ladies and gentlemen. They're good refresher videos for how to send an attack and a communication portal. But for all the other stuff, this video is outdated and this video is outdated. So I'm going to give you guys all the new stuff today. I'm going to show you guys how to pull all the new reports and do everything that needs to be done. I would suggest the FAQ section if you want to read to page 13. Page 13 gives you all the other stuff, all the stuff that you can potentially go over. I would read to page 13. That's about it. Just gives you a bunch of info on it. But I used to read it, but at the end of the day, we go over a lot of this information, so it basically gets redundant. This is the first time I'm going to get up. I'm going to talk to you guys for real. We're going to go to the pricing section. I'm going to talk to you guys on how to pick the best price for the system. Now, sometimes it may not work for your pocket, so you're going to do what's right for your pocket. Everything in this system is everything that I tell you will always be for what's right for your pocket. I'm never going to tell you what's wrong for your pocket. So when I say something, I'm going to tell you what the best product is. But if it doesn't fit your pocket, do what's right for your pocket. Does that make sense? Everybody put an 8 in the chat if that makes sense. Okay. All right. This software was built in a specific way. They made a package which everybody was signing up for that wasn't really a sign up package. What it really was, it was a downgrade package. So let me show you the, hold on, before I move, let's stop the camera from following me. Okay. So this downgrade package is the iron package. You're actually going to downgrade from every other package into the iron package. Make sense? Like that. That's the key. Why? Well, let's start at the diamond. The diamond has 100 tokens, GAs or credits. Platinum has 30, 17, 8, 4, and 1. Well, Ali, I'm just doing myself. Well, now let's tell you actually how many they do. This does a half a person. This does 1 to 2. This does 2 to 4. This one does 10, 15, and 50. Well, how does it do a half a person? Technically, it does a third of the person, but some people do get it right on the second try. So on average, we see everybody in this first package get it wrong 3 times before they actually get it right. Totals $177. So the bronze package is $147. And the iron package, when you have to buy the 2 extra GAs that cost $40, winds up being $177. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but definitely me, I don't like giving people money for free. Okay? Put in 5 in the chat if you like giving money for free. I should see no 5s in that chat at all. So let's go over here. Let's compare apples to apples, because right now we're comparing apples and oranges. If I add another 40, it comes out to $217 for the same package that you can get for $147. So if you have not got a package yet, ladies and gentlemen, the package that you should be buying is the bronze package. Keep it for 2 months and then downgrade into the iron package. That is the best way to go. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
What is a half a person? Yes, we answered. That's why I was.
Get on the treadmill, dude. I don't care about that. You need to get you.
So what happens is when we sit down for 2 months, what are we doing? We're actually building up GAs because the GAs roll over after 2 months. So they keep rolling over every month for 2 months. And what happens is it'll roll over 6 GAs if you're doing it correctly. If you're doing it correctly, you should have a total of 8. So if you do it correctly and do it each one for 2 months, it'll be 1, 2. Instead of having 8 minus the 2 months, you should have 6. Now, what happens if you have less? Well, you still built up a little bit of what is that? Cushion. And you'll utilize that cushion in case you make any more errors. If you're still making errors on month 3, I would not move from the bronze package. I would stay there until at least month 4, until you feel comfortable generating the attack. I personally tell everybody that the bronze package is the way to go. And here's the thing. This is my software. Ready? This is my software right here. I'm going to scroll down to the pricing package. I'm going to select the subscription. This is my own software. Ready? I pay $147 since June 13, 2024. I would not tell you something I would not do for myself. I cannot be that type of person. So everybody understand that June 13, 2024, I pay $147. You don't believe it? Here's my name right there. And you'll see it when we go into the printing section. So I'll let everybody know this is my version of the software. I pay $147 every single month for exactly what I'm telling you is the same exact thing.
So I've already bought the iron package.
Stay there, burn the GA. If you don't mess up, you're good. Let it burn the GA, meaning actually generate it correctly. And then if you do mess up, Just instead of buying another GA,
Mhm.
go out and get the bronze package.
Okay.
Very good question, Marlene. I was literally you freaking beat me to it.
Mhm.
Was literally about to just say that. Okay. Everybody that's here.
How do I know? How do I know which package I got?
Scroll down to the bottom on the thing. Scroll down to the bottom. Pricings. Go over here. Scroll down to the bottom. I'll tell you the amount, and I'll actually tell you subscription name, bronze. Okay. Are we good here, ladies and gents? I think we should be good. We good? I was about to ask the same thing. Beautiful. What happens if you get it wrong with the iron package? I answered that question with Miss Marlene. If you got it wrong, upgrade to the bronze package. You cancel your package, you go right to bronze. Do not wait. Do not buy another GA. Go out there and buy another, because if you got it wrong the first time, you might get it wrong again, which means you're going to give yourself a cushion. I mean, how do you know if you got it wrong? If so, is a lot of ways to know that you got it wrong. If you do it yourself, hold on, give me a second. If you do it yourself, right? If you do it yourself, what if you want to repair other people's credits besides yourself? We're going to get it. Well, if you do this yourself and you are printing it yourself, you're never going to know that you got it wrong. So a lot of people print directly through my company because what do? We review your documents for you. We make sure that everything is correct. And we're jumping a little bit ahead, but that's the key. So if you do it yourself, you're not going to know you got it wrong until you get a thing from the bureau that says something is incorrect. Or you get a stall letter, or you get something that puts you in a position that you're like, oh, that messed up. The software doesn't work. A lot of the issues that we've seen in the software is people don't do the things correctly. And that's why they're supposed to show up to training as many times as they possibly can and get in to here and get everything done. Give me a second. Somebody's trying to tell me that they're trying to join and they can't get in. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Software owners. I know I got it right. So can I go to the iron package? If you got it right, yeah, absolutely. I told you, you got 2 months and then go downgrade. Yes, hold on, give me a second. If you want to repair other people's credit besides yourself. Melinda, I don't know what you mean by what if you want to pair other guy? Well, stop jumping ahead and I'm gonna get to it. Y'all gotta understand, we're just on how to pick a package. We're gonna get to all the stuff on what a perfect profile looks like. We're just on where to pick the right package and how to go to that piece of where we are. So guys, I'm gonna make this. I didn't do this before, so none of you guys knew that. So let's do this right now. You guys got to get where we're at. Focus on where we're at. Don't focus on all the other stuff. I'm gonna break everything down. Like I said, I allocate 2 hours for this class because I make sure that everybody understands everything by the time that they leave class. So a lot of you guys don't jump ahead because you don't know where other people are at, and you're doing those people a disservice, especially if you're at such a high level. There's no disrespect towards anybody that's at that higher level, but we have to make sure that we're moving all at the same speed and that the people that don't understand also get that understanding. I'm going to bring everybody in at the same time to where we're at, and we're going to go from there. So just when we got questions and things like that, let's focus on the page that we're at. If we don't have a page, hold it to the end of class, and I promise you I'll answer. I do a Q&A at the end of class for at least a half hour to give you guys the ability to ask all the questions that you have. All right? Get you rocking and rolling.
Can I ask a clarifying question, please?
Sure.
So, I'm just making sure I understand. So, the one token, right, is gonna attack the letters for one person, and from there, that's when the iron packages, because it's only for 1.5 person. And then if you mess that up, instead of paying extra, you might as well just wait, get the bronze package, and then save up the tokens to then continue to practice the attacks. Correct?
So just to give you, you bought the iron package right now. You generated incorrectly, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now, instead of staying with the iron package and waiting for next month,
Yep.
no, you don't do that. You got to send out your round of attack. Why would I wait 30 days to wait until they charge me for the next one to do that? I'm going to cancel my subscription and I'm going to upgrade to the bronze package, get the 147, get my 4 tokens and get to it.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. I just wanted to ask a clarifying question.
And that's where I'm going to you. I'm asking. I'm answering you the same thing. I'm answering the same thing. I just want to make sure that we're on the same. I'm not about the waiting game. I'm not that person. Oh, let's wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now again, if your pocket tells you that you have to wait, that's a whole different game. But when it comes to credit, I don't wait because there's a major thing that we have to wait on, and that's the bureau. So we still have to wait 30 days. So I might as well get the shit started now. Make sense? It makes sense to everybody in here. Perfect. All right, let's go. Let's put a 7 in the chat if we all good to rock and roll. Okay, let's move on.
I have a question.
Ray, Micheline needs a thing to get in over here in the class.
I have a question when you get a chance.
I can't hear you. Who said that,
I have
Marlene?
a question.
Yes, Marlene. Yes.
Okay. So you said that we would not know if we get it wrong until we hear back. So essentially we're still waiting the 30 days until we hear back, right? Even though we want to get started. So we still have to wait regardless of whether we want to, you know what I mean?
So if you print it yourself, so the whole point of what I'm trying to say to you is if you print it yourself and you have experience, you don't have an experience, you don't know what you don't know, how are you going to know if you did it right?
Okay.
And if you send it to the printing company, such my company, that we actually review the documents, I've been doing this for 15 years, and I look at your document and I'll say that it's incorrect.
Okay.
It's not by my printing. It's literally, we reviewed a document for you.
Okay.
And then you go in and we review it for you. And we say, hey, look, you messed up. You used the wrong attack. You used all that stuff. Okay. Then you're not wasting time and money.
Okay.
I've been in this industry. I've been in this company for 3 years doing printing. I guarantee you there's a few people in here that print with me, and I've sent their stuff back to them and said, you've messed up royally. And they'll speak at the end of class.
Okay.
They'll speak. They always like to chime in at the end of class. I don't even have to ask them to do it. They just tell everybody the reason why. It's because what happened?
I said, I'm one of them.
I know, Jeff. Thank you. At the end of it, yeah, it's not about, but here, guys, it's not about stamps. It's not about paper. Everybody puts it into this conception. Everything that you're going to do is cheaper than if somebody else does it for you. I don't pay to, change my oil in my car because I'm cheaper. I pay for oil in the car. I don't want to mess something up. And that's the key. I don't know what I don't know. And the reason that I do it is because I did this before. Where did I see the error in the industry? It always came to printing. It always came that nobody reviews the documents before it goes out. When you go to Staples, are they reviewing your documents when they print it out? Hell no. They just printed it out and they're going to tell you, okay, here's your documents. Go put it in an envelope. Go take it to the post office. Go weigh it. You got to fold it. You got to stamp it. You got to do everything and then send it off. Did they review anything? No. But if you just spent $150 on printing at Staples and you mailed everything off, right? Marlene, I'm going to talk directly to you right now. Okay. And you mailed all that off Tell me you're not going to get PO'd if somebody sends you a document verification letter that says your documents are incorrect and everything that you sent is wrong. And now that $150 just went down the tube.
Yeah.
You're going to be pissed off, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Are you going to think the software doesn't work?
No, I think it's user error.
But you're not really going to think it's user error if you think that you did everything correctly. You know why I know this? Because we started the review session because everybody, well, I sent in the right documents and then I go look at the document and the document's incorrect. When we started, I didn't do any review process. When the first 3 months, I didn't review any of the letters. I didn't review anything. I just printed the letters. I said, no, I'm good. We raised our prices because we started doing the reviews.
So we stay on this program until we see the results we want with the scores by checking our credit report. I mean, how long do we need to stay on this? 3 months, 6 months? Or it's just depending on everybody?
Good question. Good question. And the only legal way to answer it is when you get your desired result.
Okay.
What is your desired result? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this to everybody because everybody gets a proper misconception of credit repair. Credit repair is not you're going to remove a negative item. Your credit score is going to go up. People get that common misconception over here. Oh, I'm going to go get that collection removed and my collection is going to go up. No. Credit repair is the removal of negative items. Credit restoration is the restoration of your score. So what happens is, Marlene, just to talk to you on that, because you said score, and that's why I'm just you giving me something to clarify over here. Okay. If I'm going over here now, I have in my mind that I'm going to get a 700 credit score if I get this late payment removed. That is not necessarily true. What may happen is, okay, what may happen is you remove that late payment, your credit score drops down to a 550 from a 650. Well, why? Because it removed that whole account that had the late payment on it, because that's the best way to do that. And by removing that said negative account, right, now it puts your score in the proper space. You may have lost 10 years of history, but you have no negative item.
Oh, okay.
That's the key. The first thing that I answer questions in here, if somebody always comes up with this question to me, Ali, I have a person that does not want to remove their student loan because they got late payments on it, but they just want to keep their student loan. Well, why would you keep a negative account on your file when they know that late payments and a history and all that stuff equal? But if I can't get the negative removed, why would I want to keep that? That's still a negative profile that shows that I cannot pay a bill on time. Does that make sense to everybody in here?
Yes.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you. I'm starting to see the head nods. Yes. It's got to equal. So is this credit sweeping? No, we don't ever use that terminology in here. Credit sweeping is illegal. Credit sweeping is illegal. Those are people that do it 30, 60, 90 days with garbage. Metro 2 compliance is exactly what it is, a compliant software to remove your negative items. It may take longer, it may take a while, but it gets the job done 100% legal. A person selling you a 30, 60, 90-day sweep, that is not legal, ladies and gentlemen. There is a bunch of methods that they can do about it, but they are not the legal methods, and they are not things that you should do that will hurt you in a long term with that. Okay, legally removing all negative items. Yes, we're going to remove all negative items legally with this software. It will take time. It's not going to come off quickly. If you're like, oh, I need 30 days to do this. Yeah, you're in the wrong place. I'm going to tell you, you might as well leave right now. You're in the wrong place. It's not, I can't answer that legally by law. What happens, Leisha? Is that how you pronounce your name? Leisha? Lisa, perfect. Lisa, what happens if you and Marlene start this process tonight at the same time, right? You and Marlene got similar files, right? Marlene's file is done in a month and your file is still going on 16 months later. Can I answer similar negative items, similar things? What happens is I just sold you on something I do not control. So what I want to tell you is legally by law, first and foremost, we can never, ever, ever, ever legally by law tell you what you can and cannot do inside of there. We cannot. Legally by law. Every situation is different. Every person's credit is different. So legally by law, we got to make sure 110% that every person that is in here, we try our best to give you the proper information and tell you what is going down. Make sense?
Yeah.
I want to make sure that everybody gets that. I'm trying to drop as much knowledge as I can tonight for everybody that's here to make sure that everybody is good, that they understand what we're doing and how we're going about it. Yeah. Oh, look, just because I said that I can't give you time doesn't mean that I don't know it doesn't work. I want you to, I wouldn't be up here if it didn't work. I would not put my face behind it if it doesn't work. So let me just give you guys from this opportunity, because I could talk from a printing standpoint. I'm going to take my trainer's hat off. I'm going to put my printer's hat on. I've seen people get their bankruptcies removed in the first month. I've seen people get late payments removed in 2 months. I've seen people get a whole file cleaned in less than 30 days. Does it happen? Yes. Will that happen for you? I don't know, but I can talk and tell you what I've seen. Does that make you feel better in that sense? Yeah. But what's going to happen is if we set an unrealistic expectation to something that's going to happen, you guys are all going to, well, I haven't seen a result in X, Y, and Z, and now this thing doesn't work. It does work. It just takes time. And while you understand that it takes time and you put that in the back of your head, that's when you will start to see the results. Just lock in and do what needs to be done as we go through. All right. Before I get any further off topic, let's get to the next section. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the software uses a specialty credit report. Okay, it's under the Get Credit Report section, the My Free Score Now credit report. It is over here. Go get it from whoever's utilizing your software, because it only uses a certain credit report called the Epic Pro Report. Yes, Ray, I can make you co-host. Thank you for doing that. Make co-host. So, yeah, we're on it. Okay. Al, you fell off. I don't even want to hear you've been doing this for years. You fell off for like 5 months straight. I got you, Mr. Early. You've been doing this. I forgot how long. How long did you fall off for? 6 months? I died. Yo, look, I know a lot of the people that print with me. I know a lot of I know a lot of you by hand, whoever works with me, because I've been doing this for a long time. My free credit report did not work. It said there was an error. I clicked the link and nav bar. Okay, so good to know. Ray, can we get our people over here the My Free Score Now link for them, for anybody that needs to pull that? That's the one part I love about doing this. Ray's going to drop the My Free Score Now link for you guys. There you go. You guys can enroll over there for everybody, that just to make sure. That's the one for my software, so that just to make sure that we got to make sure it's working. I need the affiliate link. Quan, don't ask that in here. Ask that in the chat. You know where to ask that. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't throw people off the game. Ray, get Quan, DM Quan privately, please. Or ask Quan for his phone number. And then we'll go from there. Cool. Report scoreboard is over here. I don't know if it works. I know it was broken for a short period of time. Let's see. Okay, good. It is working now. So the report scoreboard, you basically pull the thing in and it will look at it and tell you your delinquencies, derogatories, inquiries, public accounts, all that stuff that software is going to go through and just go from there. And now we're going to go to manage all users. So ladies and gentlemen.
So real quick, sir.
When I do this, everybody pull a pen and a pad out. Everybody pull everything that they're going to need out now to take notes. I don't know how you take notes. Pull it out now, because this is where you make your mistakes. 99.9% of the errors are made right here. If I could teach you how to solve the errors right here, you don't need to upgrade your account, but you'll be good over here. Does that make sense? Let's put a 5 in the chat, or put a ready in the chat when we have our notebook and pen ready to rock and roll.
So, sir, I have a question. The free scores. So I went ahead and I signed up for the free score,
Yes, ma'am.
and then I put when I select my name, and then when it says select report for score evaluation, no report, I didn't get what you were saying. I don't see the scores, even though I've already paid for the service and
Call
I'm
them.
already able to log in.
Call
I
them.
don't see anything.
Call them. Call them. There's a phone number right on their thing. Call them.
Okay.
That's a whole separate organization. Call them. They have a beautiful support line. You call them, you mess them up, because if they don't have a report on your end, that means you don't have a report with the Bureau.
Report with the Bureau. But I'm able to see
Oh,
the scores
yes.
on my free score now.
You're able to see the scores on My Free Score now?
Yeah, I mean, I can see
Oh,
them,
okay.
but
So then
no.
don't worry about it. We're going to get into how to pull it in over here. I'll
Oh,
make sure.
okay, yeah, because I logged in and see it. I thought you meant
I
here.
thought you were talking about, I thought like, girl, if you don't see it on My Free Score now,
No,
I can't
I
help
see
you.
it. I was talking about in your M2RIs, I mean, in the software.
Yeah, no,
I didn't
don't,
see it, but you said that's a
don't
different
worry
way.
about,
Okay.
don't jump ahead, Marlene,
Okay.
don't jump ahead on me. I'm on mute. I'm on mute, you girl.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't jump ahead. Let's focus on where we're at. Pen and pad,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen. I got a bunch of people that say you're ready. Let's get those pen and pads. Let me see a bunch more readies inside the software because we're about to go crazy over here. This is a very important piece over here. This is where everybody makes the mistake. And I promise you, you do not know where you live. I'm going to say that out to you right now. You do not know where you live. You do not know your address. You do not know your name. The only thing that I can say that you probably know is your social security number. But the rest of it is this. Ready? I got 5 minutes. I need this before I jump. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, the ID, social security, date of birth, address works like this. I'm going to fill everything out and I'm going to explain it to you. Your first name and middle name go in the first box. Last name, suffix goes in the last name box. Date of birth, DOB goes in the DOB box. Now, take your ID and put it down. Take your passport, put it down. I don't need any more information from that. Social Security goes in the Social Security box. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the phone number goes in the phone number box. Street address. Everything needs to be spelled out. But you're going to get your street address from your proof of address, not your driver's license, not from anything else. You're going to get it from your POA. So what's your POA? Your proof of address. Your proof of address is what? A bank statement. So how does that work? I live on 8 Northwest. And I just spelled north wrong. Northwest 12th Street. APT 14C, Northeast Tower. Everything is spelled out. There's no level of ambiguity left in here. Now, I live in Manhattan. My state is New York. My address is 10038. Okay, my zip code. I'm going to ask a question. This is a trick question, ladies and gentlemen. My ID says I live in New York City, New York. My proof of address says Manhattan. Which one do I put in that city box? Put
Manhattan.
it in the chat. Come off mute and tell me.
Manhattan.
Who said that?
Jeff.
Come on, Jeff. You're not allowed to do. You know this.
Quit. I quit.
I'm trying to catch. I'm trying to catch the people. I'm trying to catch the people that are confused. That's what I'm trying to do.
My fault, Ali. I quit, man.
I got you. I'm just playing with you.
What was the question again?
My proof of my ID, my driver's license says I live in New York City. Okay. My proof of address says I live in Manhattan. Which one do I put in the city box?
Proof of address, Manhattan.
Good job, JT. Good job. Good job, Nicole. everybody that's in here right now, the reason that we don't put what's on the driver's license is what happens if your driver's license differentiates from where you live currently? You don't do that. So, for example, proof of address, just to give you guys, New York City, New York, and Manhattan are the same exact freaking place. The stupid e-Oscar machine, the scanner, don't know that it's the same exact place. So it doesn't care. Does that make sense to everybody that's in this room right now? When it looks at it, it wants it to be precise. Everything's got to match. So why do I say that a majority of people make errors over here? Because what happens is I know where I live, right? So here you go. This passport. Best document to use is your passport. You don't have an passport, ID or driver's license, right? Second important document, Social Security. W-2. Hold on, give me a second. SSD, Social Security card is your best document to utilize over here. Okay. Or you can utilize a W-2 or first page of taxes. Page 1. Okay, first page of taxes. The last piece, this is a proof of address. Okay. The Bureau wants a bank statement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I saw it already. Well, what happens if I don't have a bank statement? You want my honest opinion? Put it in the chat if you want my honest opinion. Put it in the chat if you want me to. Put it in the chat if you want me to give you the fake information. Oh, why is that still recording? What happened?
I have a question about this. The first name.
What happened, Marlene? What happened?
Okay, so for me, sometimes my middle name is Natasha. So sometimes it's Marlene Natasha, Marlene in, Marlene without. How I'm gonna know which one to put?
What's your passport say or driver's
on the
license?
passport. Okay.
Literally what's on your passport, what's on your driver's license.
All
If your
right.
passport says Marlene Natasha, you're going to write Marlene Natasha. Your social security says Marlene Natasha. I'm going to throw Deborah on it. Well, Marlene Natasha Deborah, you need to make sure that the paperwork at least is matching. Okay. Now, if you don't, some people, I don't use my middle name. No, ladies and gentlemen, you do use your middle name. Your government ID has your middle name on it. You need to utilize that because you personally don't use your middle name. Guess who don't have your middle name? Guess who doesn't have your middle name? The Bureau. You know why? When you filled out a majority of your documents, how many of you put your middle name willingly on the document when you filled out for any credit? Put a me in the chat. There we go. Cage, not me. Exactly. We already know that. We already, Miss Turner, really? You're the first. You're the first person in here. Just to give everybody that understanding that we already know that you don't do that. That's why I'm telling you to do this. Because then what happens is you're just confirming with the Bureau that you are Marlene G, not Marlene Natasha, because Marlene Natasha are two different people. Marlene G is one person. Marlene Natasha G is another person. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's the game. It's the game. You guys got to learn. This is a freaking game. And do you know why they always win? Because everybody gives up. Everybody gives up because you don't know what you don't know. I would not dispute if you don't know, if you don't put your entire name. The game is the game. You got to be ready to play the game better than they do. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is where 90% of the errors are made. Do we understand why 90% of the errors are made here? What if I use two different addresses? Well, What does that mean? What do you use? I have 3 different addresses. So what do you mean that you use 2 different addresses? Explain to me what you mean by you use 2 different addresses. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to stretch for a second, guys. Oh, stupid camera's going to follow me. Legal address in New York and in GA. Okay. So let me ask you a question, because I do the same thing. I got a legal address in New York and I got a legal address in Connecticut. So let me ask you a question. The legal address in New York, do you receive mail at, and do you receive mail at the legal address in GA? And which one do you live at currently? So where you do that, that's the key. So what I do personally is my investment property is in Connecticut, and the address that I live in is in New York. I use the one that I live in because that's where I get most of my stuff. I'm building this to remove negative items, right? Both of them are on my credit report. I actually removed my investment property off of my credit report because I don't reside there. Okay. I have no legal. So use a passport. You don't need a legal ID inside of Georgia to live in said location. I'm just giving you guys the opportunity to understand that you don't need ID to live there. That's why we utilize the passport. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why it says the best document is the passport, not ID or driver's license. My passport and driver's license are in New York. Your passport's not in New York. Your passport says you were born in New York. That's all it says. You can live anywhere in the United States. Doesn't tell you where you live. So your passport should say MS. It should not say born in New York City. It should say born in whatchamacallit? Born in MS. Where the hell's my passport? Oh, my passport's in the car. Shit. My passport says born in Queens. Like, that's where it was. Double check your passport. And even if it says New York City, it doesn't do anything because it doesn't have anything attached to it, because a passport can go for 10 years. Unlike a driver's license, it doesn't say where you live. That's why you're supposed to update your driver's license when you move to each and every single spot. Good questions. Good questions. Good question. I mean, her fingers got to, Lisa's fingers got to be moving at 100 miles a second over here. Holy crap. All right. Let's get to everybody. Take a screenshot of this. Do me a favor. Take a screenshot of this. Ray's going to drop a screenshot for you, but take a screenshot of this and put it ready in the chat when you're done. It's attached to an address in GA. So yes, you want to remove it and send it to the address in New York. Girl, you making me give high level information away for nothing. High level. Man, majority of these mentors are not giving that data away. You are definitely not sorry. You wouldn't be asking so many questions if you were sorry. You're from New York. You're going to get as much as you can squeeze out of me. Trust me, I know you. I know the type. I'm one. Mr. Jones is enjoying all of this. I see Mr. Jones got a big old eating grin right now. He's like, keep asking the questions, girl. Don't stop so I don't have to ask the questions. You're not going to find it out that way. A lot of what everybody doesn't know is not based in here. It's based upon actually doing it. It's actually being in the system, going through the reports, going through all that stuff, being in the same thing. Girl, you ain't got all the. I'm from the BX, girl. 187 and 187 in Arthur Avenue, but I'm not Boricua. I'm Italian. I see you. I used to have a store over there in Southern Boulevard. So at the end of the day, when I explain this stuff to you and you guys keep asking all these questions and all that stuff, what I'm telling you is you've got to execute on it because it's going to change with the person. Each person, like for example, and the last question that she asked, well, what happens if I'm in New York City? Well, realistically, and just to give this guys the opportunity to understand this, is you're in Georgia, right? And all the credit that you've pulled is in Georgia. It's attached to an address in Georgia because that's where you want to get your credit cards, right? So if it's attached to an address in Georgia, now that they attach it to that address in Georgia, you have to remove that address as if you never lived there before. But if you remove that address, if you never lived there before, and for example, that address is something that you have mortgaged, you cannot prove that you haven't lived there because it's literally the mortgage that you have. Hence why I don't put anything on my investment property. My investment property is for nobody because if I do screw up my credit, I literally have a place to put it elsewhere. Now, I'm not just using that as an example. You could be bouncing around from location to location to location. But for example, say you're in a location, you going for a mortgage. The minute that you have a mortgage, that's what you don't want to put down there. That's the immediate thing that you don't want to do. So you got to get that idea in your head that you want to have a home base of where your credit's going to go to and then put everything to that home base. And the cool part is you could just pick up the phone with some of these creditors and switch an address immediately. So everybody that's in a thing right now is always there. I always want NYC as my home. Then that's it. That's where you're going to put NYC as the home. Simple as that. Okay, let's move to the next piece. You guys took a screenshot of this. Everybody's got that. Well, let's move to the next piece over here. Next piece over here is all I do is I come over here and I'll upload the things matching. So I'm going to upload my passport card over here. Give me a second. Where did that go? Where the hell is it? Oh. Upload my passport card. I'm going to upload my... Where is that? Where is it? I'm going to upload my social security. I'm going to upload my proof of address, which is my bank statement. This is all of it. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, just for quick housekeeping, always put first name, last name, and then the name of the document. So first name, last name, passport card, first name, last name, SSC, social security card, first name, last name, POA, proof of address. Just to give everybody that price. You can be able to do that on a computer. I don't know how to rename them on a cell phone, so you can't even ask me that. But that is the best thing that you could do is first name, last name, PPC, first name, last name, social security card, first name, last name, POA. Perfect. Okay, so this is what we're going to do.
So
I've already created a profile for everybody to work off of. So this is what that profile looks like. It looks like something like this. Okay. When we have this profile, it's very simple. First name, middle name, last name, date of birth 01/11/1966, social security, phone number, address, everything works. Come over here. This is her driver's license, right? But it's in Topeka, Kansas. Okay, right? It's Topeka. Yeah, it's Topeka, Kansas. Right? It says 123 North Street, apartment 2. But this doesn't say 123 North Street, apartment 2. Why? Because she does not live there. Her proof of address says she lives at 11693 Sheldon Street, Sunnyvale, California. That's what the proof of address says. So that's why we don't care what this document says. Now, would we want this to be this document? Yes. We want this to be this document. Why? Because it says place of birth, New York City. It does not say that she lives in Topeka, Kansas. Oh, Marlene, you just got it. Light bulb just went off. I saw it. That's
No,
why
but the license is fine, right?
the license is fine.
Right.
If you, so what happens is they can verify this to the old address. So if you do have the passport, utilize the passport. If you don't have the passport, utilize the license. Yes.
I mean, I have a passport, but I just don't want any issues.
Issue, you ain't gonna get an issue with a passport. Why would you get an issue with a passport? The only
Because
issue
my
that
place of birth is out of this country. So I'll just use my driver's
you
license.
have a US passport, sweetie?
Mhm.
So then
But
what,
you
what's the-
circled the place of birth.
I'm just showing you the place of birth says it says New York City. What does it matter where you live? That blue passport that says United States on it, you are a citizen of this country, sweetheart. There is nothing else that they can do about that.
Okay.
I could do two gestures for you right now that would basically to them You ain't got nothing to worry about, sweetie. And if you have your
Okay.
social security card, that's double whammy. Make sense?
Yeah.
Don't overthink the process. If I'm giving you the hack, I've been doing this for 15 years.
But we can use a tax form with the social security number on it, right?
You can use it. You can use a W-2 or
Right,
or the first
W-2.
page of tax or the first page of taxes with your social security number on it. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
thanks.
No problem. Okay, ask your questions. Do not feel like I have to go. Well, I have to go. Like, no, just ask me the questions. I'm gonna answer them properly for you. Guys, we're almost done. Once I show you how to use the credit report, I'm gonna show you how to generate the letters. It takes 22 minutes to generate the letters in total for me to teach you. So we are almost done.
So
Okay.
I have a question. This Cabo, if my ID and my proof of address is the same on my bank statement, do I still use
Beautiful.
both?
Yes, sir. Bro, you have a
Okay.
beautiful system right there. Everything matches perfectly. You don't have to worry about nothing.
Okay.
Cool. Perfect. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, another thing that gets you turned down and gets you something called a document letter, the document letter from the Bureau. Do you see my documents? Do you see how they look? Do you see how clean, crisp, readable, legible did they look? If they look legible, that's how I want. I don't want to see your beautiful fingernails that you got done this week. I don't want to see your hands. Gentlemen, I do not want to see the dashboard of your car. I do not want to see your jeans. I do not want to see your boots. I had somebody take a picture on their boot. I swear to God. All right. I do not want to see coffee tables, dining room tables. I do not want to see your comforter on what it looks like on your bed. I do not want to see any of that stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, on the back of a document, any document you have, you will see that there is a white area. You take your document, you put it there, you take your camera, you hold it directly above and take that picture. The scanning apps sometimes work well, sometimes they don't. But for me, you see that picture, if it is not legible, then it's not good. End of story. Make it legible. Now, the best thing, why the bank statement too? For all the technically inclined people, you could take the first bank statement, the first page of the bank statement from the PDF, get rid of it and convert it. And all you have to do is convert it to JPG, PNG, or GIF. And it looks nice and easy like that. You don't have to worry about anything. Should you redact anything? No. They don't care about your bank statement. For everybody in here that's worried about a bank statement, here's what I'm going to teach you to do. Chime, CHIME. If you don't have one, go get one. Okay? A Chime account. It costs literally no money to open. Put $10 in the bank account. $10 in the bank account. Show a positive amount in the account. Get your bank statement from CHIME. I don't have a referral link, but you bet your ass I'll have one by next week. That's how you do that. If you have a bank statement, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Questions? Questions, ladies and gentlemen, before I move to the last section in here. Anybody confused? Anybody in a place that they don't like?
I have another question. I need you to repeat what you said about.
No more questions from you. No, I'm kidding. What's up?
I'm saying I need you to repeat what you said about the bank statement by switching it over, changing from PDF.
Just
And what you say do?
technically inclined people, you just want to go to the bank statement, download it, take the first picture, take the first page, and just swap it.
I understand that.
You got to get it converted.
Okay.
Yeah, you just got to convert that first page from PDF to JPG, PNG, or GIF.
Okay.
Okay? It's right here on the bottom, right here. It says allow.
I see it.
Yeah,
okay.
allowed file types. Okay. And then it'll upload in the software. The software only uploads images. It doesn't load PDF documents. Don't ask me why. I didn't create the software, so I can't answer that for you. Okay. All right. God, we got people dropping like flies, man. 28 minutes. 20. We almost done. People just dropping like flies. Okay. Where we at? Where we at? We are on this part over here. It was 33 at one point. Now we're down to 28. We're dropping like flies. There's some people that I saw that dropped off that have been here before. Can I send this recording? Yeah. Why now you being needy? Why I gotta send a recording over? Yes. Everybody gets the recording at the end of class. We don't give the recording out midway through class. We don't give the recording out, and we don't give it into groups. You got to get the recording at the end when you've proven that you've asked all your questions. If you go look in any of the group messages, go see if you see Ali send out any recordings. If I give them the YouTube channel or anything, that's why. For every person that comes into this room, every person that stays in, we give you the gold at the end. We literally give you the gold, and we give you the way to go out and do it, because we update all this information live as we go through it. Does that make sense to everybody over here? Okay, guys, ready? Watch this. After this is all done, there's a spot over here that says credit monitoring sites. Now, what I'm going to do is, this is for all the people that want to learn how to pull your credit report in. Watch this. I'm going to go to a fresh one. I'm going to go to client. I'm going to delete it. It says delete me over here. I'm going to remove this guy's information over here. See this? So it's done. It's removed. See this? No monitoring company added. So everybody that got that My Free Score now, you're going to click over here. And you're going to click that plus sign. When you click that plus sign, I'm going to open up My Free Score now. It looks something like this, right, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Okay. You see this little golden person at the top over here?
Mm-hmm.
You see where it says my profile?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can get in without having to log in. Damn it. I thought I was going to get lucky. Shit, that was stupid. I shouldn't have touched it. Okay. So it says my profile at the top. Guess what? Oh, it logged me out of all of it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Let me see if I can log back in. Bear with me a second, guys. Yes. Okay. Watch this. I just lost everything, but that's okay. It's not a really big deal. So I'm going to show you guys over here. Watch. So you're going to see this. You're going to get the little profile tab at the top over here. And then I'm going to duplicate the page. At the profile tab, you're going to click my profile. So now you see profile tab. Thank you. You're going to get my profile. Then you're going to come to this page. You're going to see where it says regenerate client token. So I'm going to make this over here. I'm going to make this over here to get the regenerate client token. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to click regenerate client token. You know what? There's a special program that I haven't used in a while. Does everybody want to see me make a live version of this and make a PDF clickable version that you could just copy and just read over and over again? Watch.
Yes.
This. Okay, watch this. Give me a second. I have a program I haven't used in a long time, but it does just that. I should have did this. Oh, I should have did this a while ago. I don't know why I haven't. Give me a second. I gotta log in over here. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna actually do it live, and I'm gonna make it for you guys.
Can I ask a question while you're doing that, or should we?
Yes, sir.
So, question. So, I know you did free score. What about like Identity IQ or anything like that? Like,
I can do that right. I can do that right after here, JT.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I know everybody uses different platforms to check their score. So, I was just curious.
I personally, that's what Mr. Kwan came in and left. I think he's not here anymore. Mr. Kwan asked for Identity IQ because my students, when I teach them, you know, if you do your printing with me, I have a whole school community that we teach you how to do credit repair and stuff like that. According to on top of all the other stuff that you guys have, we don't use My Free Score now. We only use My Score IQ. We use a FICO score.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, watch this, guys. Ready? So I'm gonna transcribe this for you as I go through. So I'm gonna get rid of these ones so I could just play this over here. So watch this. This is actually really cool. This thing is awesome. So when I log into MonFree Score now, I'm gonna log into this one, screen 4, and let's do this so everybody can see this happening live. So is it gonna give me a counter? Okay, it's gonna give me a counter. So I'm gonna come in over here. I'm gonna log into MonFree Score now. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna click on the little golden person, and it's gonna give me that profile. When I select that profile, it's gonna come over here to regenerate client token. So when I regenerate client token, it's gonna say regenerate now. I have the client's information. I have the token ID. Once I have the token ID, I'm gonna go back to the software. Where's the damn software? The software is over here. Let's go here. I'm gonna take that token. I'm gonna paste it here. So now I'm gonna go back, get that token. Come over here. It's a big token. I'm gonna copy that token. Come down over here. I'm gonna paste that token here. And then I'm gonna go get the user's ID, which I'm gonna pull up on the screen over here so I can just copy it so we don't get flagged for anything over here. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. I copied the token, it's closed. I'm gonna get the client's information from right here. And I'm gonna go back to the software. It's not letting me pull it, and I'm gonna push it over here and I'm gonna hit paste. Done. That's it. That's it, Marlene. All finished.
Thank you.
Now you scroll down to the bottom and now it should show you that you pulled the Epic Pro Report V2. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Now, cool.
Hey, that.
Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Now I'm going to drop this for everybody to have over here. You guys can actually take this scribe and, Ray, we can utilize this in our community too. So just to see everybody getting over here. So what happens is you see this. I did all the stuff. Click over here. Make sure I moved over all the stuff. Copied, pasted the passwords. Go back and forth through all of it and make sure that everything was right. Now you guys can see everything that we did and you'll see all of the data. So now I'm done editing. It didn't, I guess it didn't hit, it didn't do the recording, but that's okay. And now I'm going to share the file with you guys. Here you go. There you go, guys, for you. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
So now I just made it. I just made that a. Well, that's the cool people. You don't need to see it, Jeff, back to back again, Jeff. You just click that thing. You can watch that over and over. You go step by step, Big Jeff.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly why I just did that scribe. It keeps bothering me to pay for it. So I was like, I'm paying for it. Might as well just go back to back. And I'll give it for everybody that you can watch it step by step as we go through it. Make sense?
I have a question. When I tried to do that, my bad, but this is what I was stuck at. When I tried to upload that part, it was saying the code wasn't valid or some stuff like that with the token. Like the RP something wasn't valid.
So what you need to do is you need to go back and follow this 100% like I did it. Why? If you don't realize, sign into, okay, give me a second. Maybe I got to share a specialty one. Give me 1 second, guys.
Yeah, it says the owner needs to require viewers to sign in. Have to be granted access.
Hold on. Anyone can view the link. You guys are good to go now. Try it again.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So for everybody that understands that, that's why I keep doing it over again, because if you don't have everything set up properly, and you didn't copy the code exactly, or you didn't do something exactly, you're going to cause it to break, and then it's not going to work in your favor. So we need to just make sure that you're copying the code. That's why I regenerated the code, copied it in. I've already done that process like 7 times. I feel bad for this client because I've regenerated his token like 14 times.
Mm.
Make sense? So you just
Okay,
gotta go in
Bobby?
there, follow that process, go through it again, make sure that everything works that way 1000%.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Anybody lost here? Oh, identity IQ, JT. Okay. JT, I'm gonna make another one for you.
Thank you.
Just it is what it is. So the difference over here is I'm gonna log in. I might as well. I got to do this for my people anyway. So I'm gonna show you the difference. So when I log in, I'm gonna go to my score IQ, which is identity IQ. Okay, my score IQ. I'm gonna log in the same way I would log in to anything else. Click the data, click the information, log in, do what needs to be done. Right? Now, once I log in, I'm going to view the credit report. View most recent report. When I view the most recent report, I'm going to click download this report. When I click download this report, I'm going to open it. When I open it, I'm going to right click on view page source. When I right click, so now this is where I started. I click download. It comes to here. I open it up. I right click view page source, and then it comes and looks like this. You still with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Control A. Right click. Copy or Command A, and then go into the software. Now in the software, we're going to go to manage all users. We're going to go to upload report, my score IQ, make sure it says my score IQ or identity IQ, and click paste. And you click paste, click process HTML, and you're done. And then you save your report. Now you complete it. Now and pull the report into the software. That's it. Make sense?
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that's all. It is easy. I knew that from the start. I just wanted you to see that. Perfect.
What about my credit score report?
What do you mean? Why credit score?
There's another app, my credit score.
That's whatever the software has. That's all we pull in. So it's my free score now and identity IQ. That's it.
Okay.
So what I showed you is what it pulls, or what it allows to be utilized in the software. So we got to make sure that that's what's there. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Good. Good. We're good here. And now, once that's done, you're ready to rock and roll. How many people are good with uploading their report? Good to move on. Put a 5 in the chat so we can move on to actually creating everything that needs to be done.
Question: can you send that subscribe now link too, or it was only for my free score?
Literally working on it right now, brother.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Literally working it now while everybody's getting in the answers. Okay, good. All right, guys. 10 rounds of attack. 10 rounds of attack, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we create an attack letter. Now, everybody asked, you remember Marlene at the beginning, it was you and the other lady that left, where I compared you to. She had 100 negative items, you had 10.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you how crazy this software is. If you generated a letter for the previous client or for a client previously, you just click on their name. When you click on their name, it's going to bring up something called the historical attack area. When you're in the historical attack area, you can go back and look at everything that's previously created. The software, this is the same file. I haven't changed the negative item on this file. Is generated from all the way from 24 pages all the way up to 150 and as low as 3. To give you an opportunity, so somebody asked me, Ali, well, how am I supposed to do this if I'm going for a client? You got to know what the client is doing, what you're going to generate, and how much how much the client is going to want to spend with you. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? You cannot do this for a client if you don't know how bad their credit report is. Make sense?
Mhm.
Cool. So now let's get back to the main page over here. This is the regular attack area. Let's go to the attack area. This is going to be simple, easy, and it's going to get done quickly. Watch this. I'm going to select my client. I'm going to select Karen. Now, watch this. I select maximum efficiency focus. I don't want to print it. I don't want to go to the post office. You select my team, the Ali Batty team, and you take this down. TPMPA. TPMP stands for the total post and print. It's the name of my company. Total post and print. A stands for my name, Ali. Hit generate and you're done. That's it. And that'll generate the AI's most aggressive letter. That's not the most aggressive letter in the software. That's the AI's most aggressive letter. We good? We good? We understand that.
Mhm.
Let's run that one more time. Maximum efficiency focus. I don't want to print my letters. I literally click my name over here. You fill out the information, put TPMPA and generate. If you do want to print out your own letters, you say print and mail myself. That's it. Click generate. It will download automatically to your computer. As I showed you before, it can generate all the way from 3 letters all the way up to 150 without even batting an eyelash. Make sense?
Mhm.
I know some people are jumping off. They haven't realized we haven't just even scratched the surface. We used one AI. We ready? Who the hell wants to become a power user in the software and really actually know how to use it? Put a me in the chat. Let's go. Here's the simple part. Exchange the AIs at the top over here. These are all AIs. All 3 of these are AIs. Exchange this for this. Do it yourself. Right? Once I do that, I click do it myself. I click the printing team. I click generate. It opens up a whole nother screen. Why did it open up a whole nother screen? Because it knew that we are about to go crazy. So let's actually go crazy. Work to execute is the actual AIs, right? Let's drop a cheat sheet for everybody so they have it. They can save it on their computer to understand what the AIs are. So ladies and gentlemen, my class is very different than everybody else's class that you're going to learn for. If you go learn from Ms. Deborah, you go learn from anybody else in here, what are they going to tell you? They're going to say, hey, guys, you're going to do indemnity MPEP. Why? Because that is the most aggressive attack. Not realizing MPEC is 1 notch below. And what do I mean 1 notch below? In the letter verbiage, it's just a little less aggressive. So when I did the reviews of the letters, if MPEP is aggressive 5, MPEC is aggressive 4. But here's the difference. If everybody's teaching MPEP, right? I stopped teaching MPEP and I started teaching MPEC. Why? There's 27 of you in this class right now and a couple of people on the stream, right? There's a couple of people on the stream, right? And there's a few people, there's 27 of you. We lost 5 people. 5 people are going to not realize this. If they send out their letters looking like everybody else's letters, what differentiates themselves from everybody? Yeah, Mr. Jones. Now you seeing where I'm going? Now you see where I'm going? That's why it pays to lock in and stay close to the damn fire. Because I'm gonna give it real. 1, 2, 3. If everybody's letters, if there's 1,000 people in their software and they all generating MPEP, right? And you are 28 people generating MPEC, your letters stand out versus everybody else's? Absolutely. Which means you guys have a better chance. You guys got a better chance. You've got a better chance of getting where you need to go, getting the job done. So we're going to pick MPEC and then round 1. Ladies and gentlemen, every software has their numbers differently. So if you see 11, 12, 13, or 22, whatever, it just means that if it's attack 2 and this is 21, it's not 21. It's attack 2, work AI 1, AI 2 with attack number 1. Make sense? So, ladies and gentlemen, not to confuse everybody in here, but I just want to open up your eyes over here. When we make a mistake, we don't generate the next letter in the sequence. We generate the same letter in the sequence. So, today is my first 30 days. If I make an error today, I don't go generate opulence 2. I generate opulence 1. Exactly. Mr. Jones, I see you talking. Absolutely. That's why I love having cameras on. Ladies and gentlemen, whoever can have the camera on, keep the camera on. So with everybody that's here, opulence 1, this is the first 30 days. Let's get that first 30 days on. Now, what happens if you have a client or yourself is financially in a financial hardship right now? So when we check all in blue, we put 6 and we put default. So my thing is, I'll say this is the financially challenged way. Ray, take a screenshot, put that in the chat for everybody. Financially challenged. Why? It's going to take all the letters, cram it in the 6 letters. Now, if a stall letter happens, it's going to stall out the whole file. But are we really mad about that? No, we just know that this is going to happen. Make sense? Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Yes or no? No?
And so
Yes?
this is
Go for it.
so this is if you want to do it yourself.
You absolutely, Miss Marlene,
No,
if you
I'd
stayed
rather
this
use
far.
the AI software.
Girl, you are using the AI right now. We're going to do it even further. You
Oh,
just
this is
turned,
part of the process.
the AIs that we were talking about before, they
Mhm.
pick whatever letter that they want. So what happens is you see that most aggressive thing that Ray dropped in the chat, and it has all the
Okay,
different AIs.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the AIs may say, okay, this month I'm going to use Palcom, right? If you go look at that paid in full list, what's Palcom? Palcom's, what is that on the aggressive list for letters?
6th overall.
6th overall. Exactly. It's
Least
at the
aggressive.
bottom. It's at the bottom. What happens if that thing comes out and says the AI the next month is going to use SECA, SECA? Where's that on the list?
4th.
There you go. I just read 2. I can't even see him. Okay. And then what happens if the next month after that it's going to use MPEC? That's the second one on the list. So right now it just went 6, 4, 2. That was by accident. I didn't even know that was going to happen, but I'm just letting you know it went 6, 4, 2 by just doing that. It doesn't use the most aggressive attack constantly. While you're picking MPEC and seeing this, I promise you this is going to be easy by the time I'm done. Don't get intimidated by the numbers. Just stay over here as we go through it. Okay? I promise you I got shit that's going to make your life easy. Okay? Ready? My thing is, I like to fail big. Who likes to fail big? Put me in the chat if you like to fail big. Wow, that's the first time I got everybody to answer really good, really quickly. I got a bunch of go me. I got a bunch of go bigs. Me, let's go. Good. All right. So when we fail big, here's the reason why I say I like to fail big. I always select green. The difference between these two attacks is green puts everything separately, while blue puts everything combined. So why do we want everything separately? So that if we do attack something that we don't want, for example, say you won't want to send out all your inquiries, instead of having it in the letters anyway, we could just remove those letters out of the system, okay, and attack the rest of the file. So just using that as an example, okay? So now we got everything here. All I'm going to do is leave this on unlimited. So now we're going to take this. This is a setup. Ray, send a screenshot over here of the how to read the credit report setup. Good. Not that one. Take a screenshot over here. Come on, Ray. There you go. Yes, the green one. So guys, this is how we're going to set up to read the credit report, and then we're going to hit next. You should have just left it. Now we're reading the credit report.
Oh my God.
Now that it read the credit report, Ms. Marlene, because I know you're going to feel a little intimidated. Let me ask you a question. Out of all the colors that are in the circles on the bottom over here, what do you assume is the good positive accounts? What color?
Green.
Atta girl. Perfect. So we're going to go over here to hide positive items. I come back down to that circle. And what do you see? No green, right?
Right.
So that means everything here is negative. Marlene, you ready for this? I want you to
Okay.
go in the chat right now. Ray downloaded a picture. I want you to download that picture. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to download that picture. I'm going to split the screen. Can you see my screen as well?
No, I can't see anything now. I don't know. But you can hear me, but I can't see it. My Zoom is
I
not
think
responding.
I think you froze. Why don't you go out the room and come back? I'm going to wait for you real quick.
All right. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
I
about it.
know I just don't like to miss things.
You're not going to miss it. I'm not moving forward until you come back in the room. So go hurry up.
I'm trying to
I'll take
call.
I'll take some questions while we're at it.
Okay.
While she gets herself straight up, who got some questions? I'm gonna do a little bit of Q&A.
I got a question.
Oh no, the guy who's been quiet all day. I'm screwed.
I live in North Carolina, and there are some guidelines that we have to go by before we offer credit repair service.
What are some guidelines?
As in, you have to have a $10,000 bond set up and things like that already in play before you say that you can actually do credit repair. So starting off, what's the best way for me to solicit this and stay legal at the same time?
I've never did credit repair in my life. You're not catching what I'm putting down, are you, Mr. Jones?
Yes, I am. You've never done credit repair. You're just leading people to the source and letting them do it themselves.
It's not even letting them do it themselves. Okay. I've never done credit repair in my life because I've never actually repaired anybody's credit. What I've done is I am document preparation. You can send out your own letters or you can pay our third-party agency to send out your letters. I prepared your damn documents for you. You can do whatever you want with your documents. I don't care if you go shove them up your behind.
Bet.
Yeah, you figure out I'm not a credit repair agency. I am a document preparation agency. I prepare your documents for you. What you do with said documents is on you, not with me. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
So my surety bond comes on, and if I'm going to do your credit repair for you, but if I hand you a USB file like this, and I say, here's your USB file, go send out your letters. Are you going to send out your letters? Or here, go to my guy that does printing because I require you to do printing towards this with this person because I need to make sure that it goes out and goes out in a timely manner. Do you think that that's credit repair?
No.
All you got to do is understand that you are preparing said documents.
Got it.
I prepared said documents. I've never sent out a document to any of these people. Hence why I use third-party agencies to send out my document. Don't care how much they cost, because the client is paying for said documents to go out. And if the client misses a third party, I don't work with them after that time frame. Does that make sense, Mr. Jones?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So that's why they require you, because if you mess up or do anything wrong, that's the reason that they require you to do that. I don't require you to do that, and I'm not going to tell you not to do that, because that's the key. You're going to act like an attorney. Attorney doesn't do credit repair. What does an attorney do? Document preparation. Prepares your documents and when you're ready for him to send it out, either he could send it out for you or you could send it out. I'm not giving him a loophole. I'm actually telling him credit repair agencies do the whole gamut. That's a credit repair agency. That's a legal credit repair agency. I have never done credit repair personally. Why? Because I know people, the way that they're going to complain on the first thing is they're going to say that he did my credit repair. Well, no, I didn't. I don't touch your credit. Well, what did you do for me? I prepared your documents. Because that means then I have to go buy a score. I have to go buy removal of the negative items. But if I prepare your document, did I fulfill my end of the bargain? Yes.
Right.
And by fulfilling my end of the bargain, I am done.
Perfect.
Same here.
Yes, Miss Marlene, you good now?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Early, how are you? Good to see your lovely face. How's Detroit? I was supposed to be in Detroit this weekend. I never made it.
It was straight, man. I got you some hockey tickets.
Oh my God, that Red Wings game would have been awesome. I forgot who was gonna play this weekend. I wanted to go see Detroit this weekend, but like I said, I didn't make it out there. I'll be in Philly in 2 weeks.
Ah,
All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Miss Marlene is back. Ready, Marlene?
Yes.
Okay, watch this. You see this little orange circle at the bottom over here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you saw how that little orange circle popped up and gave me all the negative items. I'm gonna see
Yeah.
this number one over here. I'm gonna click number one. You see number one over here
Mm-hmm.
at the top? Here's number one. Watch. I want you to go over here and read this. Type of reported issue. Type of reported issue is the actual negative item. That's what's wrong with the file. So, number one, type of reported issue. What is it, Miss Marlene? Read the box underneath type of reported issue.
All other delinquent lates. Oh, personal identifying information.
Yeah,
PII.
that's it. Perfect.
Am I looking at the right one?
Yep, you're looking at the right one right here. PII. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here to PII. I'm gonna find PI, right? And I'm just gonna check off. I'm gonna just check off attack. Ready? We're gonna do
Okay.
it for the next one. We're gonna go to number two. What's number two, Miss Marlene?
Number 2 is inquiries.
That's it, girl. I'm gonna come over here and attack inquiries.
Okay.
I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna do this again. So I'm just gonna give you a cheat. Anything in the brown color is the same thing. So if I click on number 9, it's gonna be an inquiry. If I click on number 14, it's gonna be an inquiry. So I'm gonna click on number 19. That's the last one. That's an inquiry. We don't have to write that again because we got it checked off. So now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come to 25. What's 25? This one's a curveball.
Charge-offs.
It's a charge off, right? It's charge off information, right? So if you go to the cheat sheet that I have up on the other side of the screen, do you see anything that says charge off, exactly charge off, nothing else attached to it?
No, I don't see that.
You don't see that. But you do see you see student loan and medical, correct?
Yep.
Which means this doesn't say student loan, it doesn't say medical. So what type of charge off do you think it is?
All other charge-offs and collection.
Atta girl, AOCC.
So this attack vector is associated with the number here, right? That you do cross-reference and you
I
check.
just, so when we built this thing out, I built this the way
Okay,
where I made this thing a lot easier for
okay.
everybody to understand this. This is just a sheet that we created.
Oh,
It
okay.
it just has the red, green, and blue boxes, and it says attack and don't attack. So realistically, we should be checking the ones not to attack. 'Cause
Right.
there is no public records, there is no student loans, there is no MCC. Okay, so we don't see that so far yet. So I'm gonna go over here. The last one is 27. I'm gonna click 27. What's 27?
All other delinquent lates.
1 to 2, right?
1 to 2.
So I'm gonna go
Yeah,
over
the
here. I'm gonna
last one.
select this and okay. So now
Mhm.
I have everything else. All these now are do not attacks. We don't need to attack this because they're not there, right?
Mhm.
FYI, you just read the credit report and created what needed to be attacked and what not. So I'm gonna go back up to the top after I do this. So now I double check 27, make sure that it says all of the delinquency late 1-2. Look, it's all the documents that we uploaded. Everything says first name, last name, ID, first name, last name, social security card, first name, last name, POA, first name, last name, PPC. Okay, everything looks good. Let's go to the top. Let's shut off the system. And let's turn it back on. And now let's start selecting everything. Well, Marlene, there is no guesswork over here. You know why? You already did the work. So I'm just going to click over check all in red. I'm going to open up my document over here. This is all the checks, right? So everything's already checked all in red. So now we just got to check what we're going to attack. So PI, I'm just going to go over here to PI. I'm going to check it in green. Let's do that again. What's the next one? Inquiries. I'm going to check inquiries. I'm going to find inquiry, all inquiries. I'm going to check all inquiries. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do it again. All of the charge off and collections, I'm going to find all of the charge off and collections right here. All of the charge off and collection, I'm going to click it. Last one. All of the delinquency lates 1 to 2. All of the delinquency lates 1 to 2. Guess what? Now I can match the sheet directly. 1 attack, 1 off. 1 attack, 2 off. 1 attack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 attack, 1 attack. Perfect. Now, Marlene, ready? Me a favor. Count. How many green check marks do we have?
4,
How many credit bureaus do we have, Miss Marlene?
3,
3 times 4 is what?
12.
So I'm going to go in this first box where it says number 6. I'm going to look for 12. I don't see 12. I'll round up to 15. Then I'll just do this very simple. Default, default, default. I click next. I check 2 things before I generate the letter, and I'm completely done. What am I going to check? I'm going to check the client info one more time. I'll make sure all the data is correct. Because if I send it and click generate and this data is not correct and I didn't check it, that's on me. It's not on the software. Everything looks good over here, and I click include all 3 bureaus and I click generate the letter. That is it. That is it, Marlene. Was that actually hard?
Well, I missed some of it, so I don't know because my thing was frozen.
Oh.
I don't think so, but you know, like
It
I
wasn't
said,
hard. Come tomorrow night, we'll do it again.
okay. All right.
Come tomorrow night,
I
we'll do it
think
again. Yes.
your thing was your thing that was frozen because mine was frozen on some of it too. So I think your computer was behind a little bit.
Yo, Ray,
Okay.
was my computer freezing? Oh. Yeah, you were fine. I always got to double check. Anybody else experience any freeze on their end? No. Okay. I'm not done, guys. I'm not done yet. Okay. So it's just a couple of people. Don't worry about it. All right. Ready? Click generate the letter. I actually generated that letter, Miss Marlene. So you actually did your first round of letters. Yes, I just took 1 token right now. I always generate a token with every single person. I got you, Checkmate. We ain't done yet. As soon as I see you with your hand raised. We ain't done yet. as I always generate a letter with everybody so they see what's going on and they can see what's being generated. So here's the letter. It comes off. We generated 15 letters. PI, inquiries, collection charge off, late payments. I'm going to do the collection charge off and you can see what the letters look like. So this is the actual what the letters look like and how the letters look for all the information, all the data, everything that's out there. Make sense?
Mhm.
That's it. Okay. I'm going to answer a couple of questions and we'll go from there. So, Mr. Checkmate Monopoly, what's up? Hey, man.
Can you hear me?
Now I can. What's up?
Okay, yeah, what's up? What's up? So why, okay, say for example, I have 3 negatives on my Experian, 5 negatives on my Equifax, and 7 negatives on my TransUnion. Now, once I go through the credit report and select, with the green check marks, just before you generate it, you select all 3 bureaus. Why would I select all 3 bureaus on an attack when,
Very good
say,
question.
for example,
Very good question.
if I have, yeah,
I'm gonna give you the answer right now. You don't even
feel
have to
me?
go any farther. It's
Okay.
not so what you're taught is that if the bureau doesn't have it, that means that the file is not there and all the information could be suppressed. So what we do is Metro 2 compliance. You remember I told you this is a compliance software?
Yes.
The information has got to be valid across all 3 bureaus. So what do we want for the other bureau? We want the other bureau to say that they don't have said information or said information doesn't exist so that you can take it and send it to the other bureau and say, how can this information not exist on the other bureaus and was removed by the other bureaus, but yet you have it and consider it valid?
Okay, and that's what the AI
Without me doing the gesture, I'm doing the gesture.
Right. So the AI speaks that language though. Like,
yeah, AI already speaks that language. That's what I was reading over here. Look what it said over here.
Yeah.
It was a piece that was highlighted. Current reported True Concord A with this account number displays 601 College Point Boulevard, Suite 103. My TransUnion report shows this information is not reported on my Experian.
Okay.
This report is claimed, and it's not reported on my Equifax. This report is claimed. That's just reading that piece right there. That's why I paused. I was reading that shit. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then it says Metro 2 format report compliance standard of which no deviation without jeopardizing the integrity of the data. Says it right there.
Got it. So
I just
no matter what,
you,
so no
you
matter
answer
what,
your question by me just reading that piece right there.
right. Okay, so automatically always select all 3 bureaus.
Yes, this software requires you to want to select all 3 bureaus. Now, let's be real. If you're utilizing the software and it's been removed,
Yeah.
you don't have to ask to do all 3 bureaus because you already have the data previously. Make sense?
No, I don't get that part.
So what happens is that say you've been in the software, I'm going to use this for a year.
Yeah.
Okay? Like Mr. Early said he's been in the software for a year, and he disappeared for 5 months. Okay? Right? So you're in the software for a year. You're constantly disputing. You finally get one full bureau clean. You don't have to send that data out to that bureau because the software already knows that you got that whole bureau clean.
Okay.
Make sense?
It makes sense. But what if you didn't do it like that way? You didn't dispute or you didn't dispute any accounts, but it just doesn't show up on that bureau. Like is that
So always start with doing all 3 bureaus just to get that. You want to get that letter that says that it's not there. Because what happens is sometimes they'll hit you back with a letter like, oh, we reviewed that and account shows that those never account that was reported with that information. Great. Thank you. How can you report said account with that bullshit if it's not verifiable through all three bureaus? Make sense?
Mhm. Okay, I got
You're
you.
asking the right question. You're not asking the wrong question. You're asking the right question. Metro 2, the basis is off of their own reporting factors. And guys, just to let you know here, I'll just give you an idea. I have the actual book. Just where is it? I've been reading it. Where the heck is the book? Okay. I have the actual book. So you guys can actually see this. Reporting. And then credit reporting docs, CDIA. 2004 credit reporting documentation. This is the book. It's 375 pages. This is actually how it gets reported. So this is how the CDIA Consumer Reporting Agency Metro 2 Task Force 1-1. Like this is the table of contents. Like they go over it. They tell you everything. Total statute codes. Look at all the codes. Everything that goes by. So this is what this software does. It takes this codex and goes in and jams them down their throat. This is their book. This is their book. And it jams them down their throat.
Ali, you can still hear me?
Yeah, I can. No, now I can't hear you. You muted yourself. And he went off camera. He muted himself and went off camera all in the same breath.
Damn, I don't know.
I got you now. I got you now.
Okay, so what if they do send you like a stall letter or something saying that they verified this account, even though you know everything is lined up, all your documentation is correct, everything is updated, but they still send you a stall letter or something
Keep
verified it.
sending letters. Keep sending letters. They're required. So you know what happens? I had a client that's been with me. He started in August of last year. He got 4 stall letters, right? And what happens? He comes in January and gets a stall letter in January. He goes, you said the first stall letter is supposed to be gone. I said, for the calendar year. Guess what? We started a brand new calendar year, January 1st, didn't we? He goes, some bitch. Guess what he got this month? He got his first investigation letter. He got his first investigation letter that everything is going through. They played a game to get you to give up, but guess how many rounds he had to go before he got his first investigation letter? 8 freaking rounds.
Easy. That's crazy, but it's like it's a fight, man. Yeah.
So many people talk trash about the bureaus and about the game, but they don't realize it is a game. It is just a game. But when it gets, what happened?
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's just a game. It's a fight. Man.
And guess what? They want you to have bad credit. Why do they want you to have bad credit?
That's how they make money.
Yes, bingo. How do they make money on bad credit, ladies and gentlemen? They sell your data to a data broker, right? That is looking to place your data with people that give credit to people with bad money.
High interest.
Hi, absolutely, Mr. Early. What is the interest that we're talking about? We're talking about factor interest. We're not talking about high interest. High interest is what we get on a normal credit card, 36%. Do you know what factor interest is? Factor interest is by a times. 1.5%, 1.75%, 1.95%. I've seen as high as 2%. Two. Factor rate, not percent. Times 2 times. 1.7 times. 1.95 times. 2.2 times. So the money.
Oh, okay.
2 times the money. So if I take out 10,000, I'm paying back 20 grand. But
That's
guess
crazy.
what? If you got bad credit, and that's the only way you're gonna get money, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're gonna take it.
You're gonna take it.
That's the predatory lending, correct?
So yes, that's the key, but it's not predatory because the problem is it's not predatory if that they only one they're causing risk assessment lending.
Okay.
You know what it technically is? You know what really it is? It's legal loan sharking.
Legal loan sharking.
Legal loan sharking.
Okay.
No, it is not free. And the way that I got access to it is because guess who became a data furnisher in January of 25 and then lost it in February of 25? This guy right here. So, yes, all great questions. All great questions. Very, very good questions. But you just have to understand the game. You
Gotcha.
do have to understand the game.
I have a question.
Hold on, Ms. Marlene. Mr. Kwan was in front of you, and then you had
Oh.
your hand up. You had your hand up, and you put it down. And then Jeffrey, you got put that hand back up, Miss Marlene. I got you after Kwan. Kwan, what up, bro?
Hey, bro, just two quick questions. Because I know the schedule changed. What days you doing Metro 2 now?
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, so perfect. I can be back in here tomorrow. And then the other question, when will we be in a position, like when should we be freezing our credit report?
Oh,
Like, should it?
So I was never the freeze credit report person.
Okay.
And then recently I've come to realize that freezing your credit report is just another tactic that you can utilize. So you're going to freeze your credit report on the first round before you send out all your rounds. So for people that don't know what freezing a credit report is, I don't discuss it in this class, but guess what? Guess who made a couple of videos that's going to drop it in this printing community? This guy right here. So if you're printing with us, that's how you get into the community. We have a bunch of free tools inside of the community.
Okay, now, so can you have Ray hooking me up? Because for the last week now, I've been sending out some prints, but I clicked on a link that sent me to my email, but it is like
John.
a paid subscription. So can you help me out with that?
You should just go. You right? Get him in the damn community right now, please.
Yeah, please.
There you go. All right, you link up. You link up with Ray. Done. Miss Marlene, Oh, you had 2 questions, right, Quan?
No. The first one was what days you doing the Metro, then the other one was freezing it.
Yes, got you. Perfect.
And you
Yes.
said you made a video on that already, or should I just ask that in the community?
You can ask it in the community, but I made a video. Give me a couple of days to get it edited.
Got you.
Very simple to get access to my community, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot legally give you my community inside of this group. You guys came in from other communities. I cannot sell you. That's just considered bad business. It is just considered bad business, and I will not conduct bad business. So, ladies and gentlemen, for you to become a client of mine, you need to generate your letters and print and pay for your letters. If you print and pay for your letters, then you become a client of mine, and then you get access to the community for free. That is it. It's a $25 community a month, but we give it to you access for free. That's it. End of story. Nice and easy. Game in, game out. Yes, Miss Marlene.
So if we are getting these things taken off and it's a constant fight, if we need to get business funding or we're establishing a business, we need business credit, business funding. Would it make sense to just see if we can open up some trade lines or become authorized users to some other people so we can get our score up a little bit, since this is going to it seems like it's going to take possibly some time.
So
would you recommend that or no?
Let me show you my own personal account over here, Miss Marlene. Because what I do is I don't ever give information without showing people the real shit. Okay? So great question, Miss Marlene. So if I come over here, does that say, Miss Marlene, does that say my name right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I click my name over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I come down over here. Miss Marlene, how old is this trade line right here?
15. Well, I'm on the phone, so I can't see. Is that 15 years?
Look right there, like where the golden thing is. Where the golden arrow.
35 years. Wow.
Do you see what the designator says underneath it?
Authorized user. Damn. That's
Okay.
excellent.
Yeah, it's my dad's account. That's Daddy Batty.
Wow.
That's my dad's account. When I was fixing my credit, the first thing that I did is I went to Daddy and I grabbed authorized user,
Mm-hmm.
authorized user, authorized user. For what reasons? I bumped my age up.
Mm-hmm.
You see all these are all ages. Now, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a fucking idiot. So I want you to all understand I had a 515 credit score when I fucked my credit up. Look at, if I didn't screw my credit up, I'd have a 17-year-old damn Macy's card right now.
Mm.
Do you know how stupid I feel? Right? Just to give everybody that understanding. But that's the key. But you see how all these are in green? These are all the things that are opened. All the things that are growing with the file. Okay?
Okay. All
So
right,
yes,
thanks.
I do agree, authorized users, but from family members. Do
Okay.
not pay for that garbage. Make sense?
Okay. Okay, yes, thanks.
No problem. Yes, Jeff.
I didn't really have a question. I just wanted to kind of tell a couple of people that's on that might be new that I've been in with this now, and I've been on your class a few times. Like, it's been like 4 months, and the system truly works. It truly works. So I know sometimes you could be a little fearful, but I was just like, yeah, I was just starting. I had got referred to this, and I've actually helped 3 other people. So it truly works.
As long as you stay and do what's right, it will work. Let me ask you a question, Jeff.
Yes.
How many times did I send how many times I send your letters back to you? Because you screwed
You
up.
sent them back to me twice, and then I started dealing with John. So John he works for you, and John has just been great. But yes, my twice, and then I did actually have to go buy tokens because I had not been in your class yet before you had kind of gave the information as far as going up to that. I think it's the bronze package. I kind of got the first token and screwed it off. So yeah, and now I'm back down to the first package, but I think I got like 18 GAs. So I kept the bronze for like 4 months, and then but twice you sent them back to me.
I am not here. I'm be straight. I'm gonna be straight over here for every single person in here. I am not here to be your friend. Everybody goes to me like, what the hell does that mean? I'm here to make sure you get the job done right. I'm here to give you the ugly truth of you made a mistake, you got to fix it. But guess what? Jeff fixed his mistake and got through and got what he needed to get done by just understanding that he makes a mistake and goes from there. And that's, if you make a mistake, they won't send you letters. Yes. And I'm not going to fix your letters either. There's 2 other providers in this software. I don't talk crap about nobody. I'm the innovator. You know why I'm the innovator? Because I put back into you. I literally put back into you. So when I started doing editing, right? We started editing and everybody followed suit shortly after. What did I realize 2 months after? If I did editing, everybody was still not fixing it in their software and sending us garbage back in. So what do? We stopped editing. I used to edit and then we stopped because we wanted to get rid of drafts. So now I lose clients every month to drafts. I don't care. I leave money on the table. I don't care. I will not print garbage. And that's where it comes down to the thing of, if you print garbage, people are going to expect garbage. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So for every person in here, if you come back here and you see that, you see Jeff, Miss Allen, who else is in here? Manny Fast. I tell everybody, CJ, Joseph, a lot of people come with us. A lot of people come with us for the reason is they need to generate their letters and they want it done right. Everybody should be generating their letters by the time they leave this class, regardless if you know how to or not. Why? Burn the stupid GA. Learn what you did wrong. Guess what my team does? My team views your letters. You don't have to think about it. Oh shit, I screwed up. How are you going to know if you ever made a mistake? You can come into this class 100 times. And I watch people that come into this class 100 times and make an error before they come in this class. And be like, yo, man, I've been in this class 100 times and I realized I made a damn error. Why? Why? Because you never execute. You didn't execute. So how are you going to learn what you don't know if you don't make the error? It's like walking. You can't, as a baby, I'm watching this with my daughter right now is, oh shit, my wife just scared the freaking shit out of me. Okay. It's exactly like my daughter. You learn by doing it. And when she falls down, you get right back up and do it again. And you keep doing it until you get it. But the best part about being with us is, and working with us is, I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong. I know what the software is supposed to look like. I know what's supposed to be spit out. I know how to make it generate 150 letters. I also know how to make it generate 3 letters. I know how to make it generate the most aggressive of the most aggressive. I know how to make it generate the weakest of the weakest. I know how to do it with my eyes closed. I literally know how to do it with my eyes closed. But the key is for every single person that's in here is for you to learn how to do it with your eyes closed. And you also know how to do it where you don't ever make a mistake. When you're doing it, yeah, if I make a mistake, if I make a mistake, I make a mistake because I got fat fingers. I don't make a mistake because I don't got fat fingers. I make a mistake because I got fat fingers. If I wanted to generate 150 letters right now, I'd generate 150 letters. I teach a lot more shit in my community. If I want to generate 150 letters, I'll generate 150 letters right now. Here's 150 letters. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, hold on, wrong report. Give me a second. It's got to be this one. This is the newer report. This is this one. Yeah, this one's going to be the right one. Limited. One. Limited. Go. There we go. Just to give everybody that thing. I'm just selecting MPEP just to go there. I use MPEC. I haven't used MPEP in months. Okay. Include all 3 bureaus. Da, 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 da. Okay. Generate the letter. It's going to generate 130 to 150 letters on this account. Yes. The software does so much shit that I had to literally, it freezes on the computer. And it's not that I have a weak computer to be able to handle this. This is exactly what comes out. I teach tomorrow night. I teach Tuesday and Wednesdays now. I don't teach Saturday mornings anymore. I teach Tuesday and Wednesdays. Those are my favorite classes. Yes, CJ.
So earlier I heard you mention that you can use somebody can authorize someone to their credit. Let's say someone with good credit add you to the credit, so do that help you boost your score?
Eventually, yes. Absolutely.
So how soon will that take effect?
What happened?
How soon will that be?
I mean, I'm still on my father's account. I haven't been removed off of it. You see this, CJ? I'm still an authorized user from May 31st, 1990 on all 3 bureaus. It's a 35-year-old account with 35 year, 10 months, about to be 36 years old. The minute that this account falls off, I'm fucked. My credit score is going to tank because guess what? My average age is 6 years and 3 months. See? My average age is going to tank. Make sense?
Right.
So what am I going to do? I'm going to go find, whatchamacallit? I'm going to find a couple of trade lines that are 35 years old. I'm going to get like 4 or 5 trade lines that are 35 years old. Just keep it up there, that I can keep on the account. Make sense?
So the authorized user use the same way as the trade lines?
It's the same thing. I'm going to go find authorized users when I say I'm going to go find a trade line, I'm going to go find people I know. I'm not paying for it. So Mr. Early looks like the elder statesman in the group over here. I'm not going to say, I just see a couple of gray hairs. He's got a few more than me. So I'm going to say that, yeah, I got a couple over here too, Mr. Early. So I will go to Mr. Early. Mr. Early, let me ask you a question. You got a trade line I could borrow? You're going to be like, what do you mean? I was like, you can put me on an authorized user on one of your credit cards. I just need the oldest one. I got this gas card that's got a $2,000 limit, but it's 30 years old. Is that something you can use? Perfect. Hey, Uncle Joe, you got a credit card I can use to put myself on an authorized user? I got a 32-year-old Target card. Fantastic. So I just keep piecing together what we need to do, and then I just build up over that. And then I had a client of mine. What if you don't want to use somebody you know? I don't know how to do it any other way. I don't do it any other way. I don't trust any of these other companies. I don't deal with any of these other companies. I don't work with any of these other companies. That's you could say, see, your constituents would say, buy it. I don't buy it. There shouldn't be, I'm not buying something that's free. I'm not buying something that's free. I want you to understand that. I'm not buying something that's free. It costs them 30 seconds of their time to go put you on as an authorized user on their account. But they're going to remove you after 2 months because you paid them $600, $700, $1,000 and to go there. Guess what? This authorized user, I don't know. I think this one was a paid authorized user. It was a client of mine. This JP Morgan Chase card, this was a client of mine. No, that's mine. This one. This was a client of mine. I fixed his credit for him. And he got a $40,000 personal Chase card. So I said, great. You're going to put me on as an AU. I have been an AU on his account for 10 years, 2 months. Because he got a $40,000 card. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now, if you want trade lines, you want other stuff, I'm not the guy to talk to. I will never be the guy to talk to with that. I do apologize. It sucks, but I'm not the person. Make sense?
Yeah.
I love this damn software. All right, that file generated. Let's see how many pages. Well, let me see what it is. Ready? 199 letters. I apologize. It generated 200 fucking letters. Same file, same person, same everything. This is the same file. It generated 199 letters while this one generated 15. I can work the software better. I can work the software in ways that people do not understand. Only the actual. So 200, yes, 200 letters would be sent. Just to give you an idea. Ray, do is our printing software up? Is our new AI software up? Perfect. Thank you, buddy. Give me a second. I'm about to send. Oh, it's up. I have it, Ray. I have it. I just want to make sure I'm in. Okay. So this is my new AI printing software. Check this shit out, right? So my new AI printing software will go through your letters immediately. We're going to be releasing this really soon to the public. The training has the knowledge if you are in the program with the. I don't know what they have. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know what they have. I just always give knowledge because I want you guys to print with me. Dion gave me the best gift in the world. Dion told me, he goes, Ali, I will give you the ability to do whatever you want in the class. I'll give you the ability to sell whatever you want in the class. Oh, they do. Perfect. So I just go and I give you guys as much value as I possibly can. If they do have it in there, that's fantastic if they have the trade line stuff in there. But again, I don't know who to trust. So here's what it looks like. Oh shit. That's new. All right. So look at this. Just to give everybody the opportunity. This is 200 letters to go out. 1,018 pages, a total of 202 stamps. This comes out to $2,000 whether you want to do it yourself or not. Let me ask you a question. Who the hell is going to spend $2,000 to send out a set of credit repair letters out? Mr. Early, you don't spend that. I know you don't spend that. You get a nice bill. Nobody? That's not true. Melinda, that's not true at all. What's the recourse? Yeah, that's not what the recourse. Well, first and foremost, let's delete the other creditors and blank files. Let's remove the garbage. Okay. I want to see if that works. Broke, Ray. He didn't finish it. He broke it. No, he broke it. So, I thought he finished it. That would have been awesome. So, here, let's see. When we remove those said documents, right? All the blanks, all this stuff, we're left with 150 letters across all the bureaus. Okay. So if I take that 150 letters, that 150 letters are going to be the ones that got to go out. If I have to send out 150 letters to the credit bureaus to fix my credit report, people would say, are you going to send out that 150 letters? Yes. As reluctant as it's going to be, is that holding me back from my house? Is that holding me back from a car? Is that holding me back from a what is that called? Is that holding me back from getting a whatchamacallit, a job, a promotion in my job? Yeah. I'm spending the money. And a lot of people say that it's not, but it is. Do you know that majority of federal jobs require you to have a decent credit score above a 700 to get a promotion? This is one of these most aggressive ways. It's not the more letters are more aggressive. It's just that these are one or more of the aggressive ways. What I'm just doing is showing you that I can manipulate the software to do whatever I want inside of the software. You can generate you make the software generate whenever it wants. Now, do you guys I want to show you guys something. I'm gonna blow your damn minds. Just gonna give you guys this thing. I'm finish this, and then that will be the last thing. I've got to do a training with my students. Everybody is more than welcome to stay on while I do a training with my students because we're done. But just bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna manipulate the software to generate over 200 letters. Watch. I'm gonna make the software generate over 200 letters now. I'm gonna put NPEC because everybody just asked me that, right? I did the wrong thing. Unlimited. Come over here. Watch. Ray, I don't think you've ever seen this before. I don't think you've ever seen me do this before. You're going to enjoy this one. I like this. Okay. Add positive items. it keeps freezing because of that last generation, just to give everybody that shows that I have to go in and actually clean out the back end of the software. Not the software, I got to clean out the back end of the system and clean out all the cache and everything. That's why it keeps freezing. Ready? Damn, why is it not moving? All right, guys, give me a second. I'm actually going to go into another browser. Oh, I have it here. Sweet. Okay, watch. This is going to move a whole lot quicker. Watch this. Here, do this. Unlimited, 1. Unlimited, unlimited. Come over here. Okay. Include, hide positive items. Okay, come over here. Select all destinations. Select all destinations. Let's go over here. I'm just going to do this. To give you guys an idea of how crazy this freaking software is. Now what I'm doing is I'm selecting all the secondaries and tertiary bureaus and putting a letter out to the secondary and tertiaries to remove any negatives off of the back end. So that's why where the freeze doesn't work is if you're doing the secondary and tertiaries and coming out and getting rid of the secondary and tertiaries on that, like that, and then 96 and select. So I did it for a couple of the inquiries, but I'm just going to run it over here and just give you guys an idea of what this is. So now the other one was 199. Now this is going to be something like 250 letters that are going out to the bureaus. And now these are going to go out to the secondary and tertiary. Now, back then, when the software was at its craziness, you would have been able to select the secondary and tertiaries as a select all for people to go out. At one point, the software actually generated one client's file, generated over 5,000 letters. Yeah. For one client. But if the client doesn't know what to do or how to utilize it, what are they going to do with it? Make sense? Why? Because that's what needed to be sent out. That's what needed to actually be sent out. And when you go in, so first, for example, what people don't realize is, I forgot who asked the question about the secondaries. I think it was Juan. When you do the secondary and tertiaries, right? And you're working on the secondary and tertiaries, and you freeze the secondary and tertiaries, you're just freezing the data. But if you go in and actually remove the data, now it's completely unverifiable. But is that something that you want to do? No, because it can get very, very fucking costly. So what some people do is they'll remove them off of the main bureaus and freeze the secondaries, then go back and remove them off the secondaries, because now there's nothing to verify them. So it's just a lot of things that you got to learn what to do and how to do it and build your own dispute factors. But again, people give up. They don't want to fix their own credit. They don't want to fix credit for other people. So they want to pay somebody. But when somebody says costs $5,000, you have the software that they charge $5,000 for. You have the software that gives them the opportunity to charge $10,000. You have the software that gives them the opportunity to charge $15,000 to $20,000. You have the ability to do that. That's on you. How many people have been told that they're going to charge it? Somebody's going to charge them $5,000 to fix their credit for them? Put a me in the chat. Me. JT, did you pay said $5,000?
Nope.
Would you have paid $5,000?
After learning this, yeah, because I can see how like difficult it can get, but like, yeah.
Most I heard was $1,000. Yeah, that's somebody that just want to take your money. Everybody that I hear at $1,000 in today's day and age, they sending out shit from 15 years ago. Gonna run you for 8 rounds. They're gonna take your $1,000 and ain't gonna be shit that you could do about it because they got your $1,000 up front and they did nothing. There's nothing that they could do about it. I can't wait to see how many letters this one is. Holy shit. Man, listen. Hey, don't tell me, man. Listen, I'm the one that knows the game. 217 letters out of that one. I'm on round 7. All right. But are you on round 7 with them or round 7 with Metro 2? Melinda like that with them. Yeah, I know. Guess what you can't do after round 6? Ladies and gentlemen, guess what you can't do after round 6? You ready for this? You can't charge them back after round 6 if you paid them all up front. Which means they just made $1,000 and you can't do shit. Thank you, Manifest. Yep. After 6 months, you can't do shit. Yeah, they're working. Absolutely. They're working. It cost them a whopping $13 to send out your three letters, one to each bureau. Any differences? Yeah, some people will get a couple of removals here and there. There'll be a couple of things that fall off using FCRA or any of that stuff. And watch. Look, I want to tell everybody, if they're sitting in their class right now, they ain't got the results that they were expecting. That's why they're sitting in this class. That's why they're sitting in this class. They did not get the results that they were expecting. The ones that they had. I only got 3 things left. I'll throw 3 things out of how many? 15. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Let me ask. 3 things left on TransUnion? I'm waiting. He didn't answer me. I'm not, bro. I speak nothing but truth. 3 things left on TransUnion. He going back to look. Oh, I do not mess around. I do not mess around in this thing. I'm looking now. Watch. 3 things left on TransUnion. And if it's 3 things left on TransUnion, I don't know why there's only 3 things left on TransUnion. It's always where everybody gets stuck. It's even where I got stuck. My students. Who's my students? Where did Quan go? Where are my students? Miss Allen, do we have any other students in here? Manny. Well, Manny's in Sam Limmer. Everybody is welcome to stay while I go through our software. I'm just going to do a basic go through. Jeff, you printed with us. Did you become a student yet?
Yeah, I'm not. Hold on. When we say
45 days, Quincy, you have total 45 days because it's 30 business days, which totals out to 45 days. Never wait until the 45th day, wait until the 40th day. I'm not a student, but just since my second round of Miss Deja. Yo, don't do that to me. You see me struggling. Why don't you cut your ass off mute and be like, bruh?
My name is Dejira.
Dejira. Okay, there you go. All right, Dejira. Did you get into the community, sweetie?
I'm on the Facebook, but not the school.
Okay, so get with Ray right now. Text Ray. Ray, give everybody who's paid for printing inside of here a phone number they can get into the community. Give them the community number and have them text community. There you go. Yes, everybody to that phone number that has paid for printing, has gone with us. Text the word community to there. We're going to get you into the community today. What Ray will do is he'll ask you for your email address. Get the Ray, why would you type that? I didn't need you to type that. Delete that comment, please. Thank you. Text the community so you can get there. And then what we'll do, yep, there we go. I already have you. So anybody who is actually paid for printing will get you into the community, and now you become a student of ours. So now Desira's one. I saw Quincy. Quincy couldn't wait his ass. It's on 2. It's on 2. Experian and TransUnion. Did I get it right? Or Equifax and TransUnion, Equifax and Experian. It's normally never on Equifax and TransUnion, but I want to hear what you got. It's on 2. I can't wait to see what he says. It's on 2. Damn. The second one you said, Experian, Equifax TransUnion. Okay, that's a hard no, Equifax Experian. Wow, they got everything off of TransUnion. Wow, that's great. So it literally Experian Equifax is usually the easier one. TransUnion is the bitch, man. They got that fucking Northeastern attitude, and every time you talk to them, it's like, oh, it's horrible. I had to put somebody in their place the other day on the phone when we were doing that. But yes. So I am going to go over some credit stuff. Like I said, I'm going to do it with my students. Everybody is more than willing to stay. Mr. Early, you know you are technically one of my students. You've been one of my students for a very, very long time. Yeah, 1 year. I remember, oh my God. You know, okay. So Mr. Early.
I'm sorry for interrupting. Is you
Yes.
sending the recording out on this today?
It's live right now, brother. Ray,
Okay.
so you don't ask me, ask Ray. Ray records that. You gotta tell that. Ray, drop that freaking recording, bro. You want to know something? It's usually TransUnion is the stubborn one, but when people wipe out TransUnion, I'm afraid of the tactic that they use because TransUnion still allows for a whatchamacallit. Fuck, what the hell's that shit called? Human trafficking.
Wow.
So people get that shit off with human trafficking. So that's what it is. Mr. Early, I still remember when you came to me. I did your first walkthrough. That's when I still used to do walkthroughs.
Yeah.
I don't do walkthroughs anymore. Now you deal with John directly.
Yeah, I left Darius and Dion.
Yeah.
He came to you.
You came to me because you love me.
And you know this, man.
I know. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Like I said, you guys become a student because not just because of me, but you become a student because of my team. My team has more of the handle of everything that handles on. I've been in the kitchen cooking lately, and the shit that I cook up is a lot different than what other people are cooking. And that's why when we say that you guys are more than welcome to stay after these classes, there is a reason. The reason that you do that is because we provide as much as we possibly can. So I'm gonna show you, Mr. Early. I don't know if you saw this, but I'm gonna show you guys what we've been cooking in the kitchen over here. I
Al,
know,
man, just Al.
I know, but my parents raised me right. I swear to God, my mama, my daddy heard me. She smacked the
Hey
shit
man,
out of me.
I ain't but 52.
I don't care how old you are. Even if you a day older than me, it's still Mister. That's the shit that way they raised me. That's the way they raised me. But yes, 52.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
You know what? I had somebody do that to me the other day. Oh my God. Oh shit, did I feel aged? I was like, man, I'm only 37. I'm like, shit. I'm like, is that how that feels?
Well, you know, a guy asked to borrow money from me. Hey, old school, can I borrow money from you? Hell no.
I mean, if you approached it a little bit differently, maybe.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God. All right, let's do this. Let's go in there. So I'm gonna show everybody how we do it. So the way that what we cooked up on the back end over here for everybody is when that Metro 2 is the starting point. So when we have Metro 2 as a starting point, we need an end point. What's the end point? Here's the end point, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So we come over here, we start to underwrite the files. Yes, hi, how are you? I love you. No, it's just my students now. Okay. Hi, baby girl. Hi, my princess. So with doing what we're doing with our endpoint over here, we have to understand what the clients are doing. So why are people in here? Why are people in here? They're in here for one reason. They want money. So if you're in here and you want money and you fix your credit, how are you going to go get money? Can you not stand in the middle of my screen, sweetheart? I love you too. Can you get out of the front of my screen? I'm literally in the middle of class and it's being recorded. Thank you. So what we try to do is we take a client and we take a client from this piece over here. Let's reload this. Give me a second. We take a client from this piece over here where it looks like something like this. This is where everybody's at right now, where it looks like something like this. Okay. And we go to the next level. And how do we go to that next level? Well, we look here. If this client does not have over a 700 credit score, it's not going to show up in green. We break it down very easily. So, Mr. Early, you the elder statesman in the group, come off mute for a quick second. Tell me first off if this is too small and if you can't see this.
It's small. I can't.
I got you. Let's. I did not. I called him the elder statesman of the group. He's the elder statesman. Well, I asked him. He needs to be able to see it. My wife is making fun of me right now. Mr. Early, come over here. Do me a favor. Read this line for me and go with this thing. I know you know how to drive. Red means stop. Green means go. Yellow means proceed with caution. If you see any red at all, just say stop. You see any green, you see any, if there's green and red, it's always stop. Everything's got to be green for it to be go. So right now, if I ask you, does this client have a 700 credit score? What would you say? Got to come off mute, my friend.
No.
Stop, right?
Yep.
Stop. Does this client have under 30% utilization?
Yep.
Yep. Green, go.
No.
Yeah, have minimum 5 open primary credit cards with good payment history.
No.
Stop. Does he have primary credit cards with at least 2 years of age and a $5,000 plus limit?
No.
Stop. He has no more than 4 unsecured accounts open the last 12 months.
Yes.
Yes. Does he have under 4 inquiries? Well, come over here and take a
1,
look.
2, 3. No.
Nope. Do you have collections?
Yep.
Does he have charge-offs?
No.
Late payments?
No. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Bankruptcy?
No.
Yep. Nope. Yep. So let me guess. Is this client going for credit repair?
Is he going for it? He need to.
He need to. Exactly. So when we sitting down and we having a conversation, for everybody that's in this room right now, this is also a conversation with yourself. To have a conversation with yourself, to go over your score and find out where you need to be. This is where you need to go. I know what I need to do. I need to get my score up to 700. I need to get my utilization down to 30%. I need to get minimum 5 credit cards. This is comparable credit. I need to remove inquiries. I need to move collections. I need to remove late payments. So how do we follow that? We follow that like this. We go down all the stuff over here. We go down all the stuff over here. Okay? Well, let's remove all these late payments. Let's remove all these negative items. Let's fix our utilization, which this specific client doesn't have, and let's get some age. So we got some age over here. We don't have any revolving, but we got to get some revolving. Once we get the revolving, what can we do? We got to put the client into funding. So now, ready? Let's go back to me. Mr. Early. Is this client ready for
Yes, sir.
funding?
Yes, he is.
Click go to funding.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, if the client's ready for funding, what do? We click go to funding. The AI starts to read the software, which this is already giving us the banks. It tells me what I'm ready for. It sees everything and then tells me to apply. Once I apply, I can apply for said card. I got the State Farm Cash Rewards business card. Okay, I'm gonna apply. Give me a second. I don't know why it's not showing up over here. I'm gonna apply now. It's gonna take me right to the website, and now I can apply for said card.
Wow, that's nice.
State Farm, all that. Game over.
Question, is that personal or business?
This one is a personal card, but we do have the business too. And this is 0 introductory APR on a 12 month. I don't know how to pronounce your name. T, how do you pronounce your name, T?
It's Taba.
Taba.
You can call me Lawrence. That's my Muslim name, but you can call me Lawrence. That's my government name, Lawrence.
Okay, Lawrence, a lot easier. I'm Muslim too. They made my name easy. It's Ali.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, my friend. Okay, so here's the thing of what I tell you. How you get this. Ray's going to drop a phone number. You're going to text the phone number right now. Right? It's a limited time offer for people. If somebody doesn't want to print with me, but they want to get in access into my community, this is the only way that they can get access besides printing. Okay? The phone number is right there. You're going to text LINK to the phone number. Text that. Ray's going to drop a link in the chat, and you guys will be able to go to that. This is our proprietary software. It works with the system. Now, for all the people, I did have an account, so I'm going to show this to you guys. Ready? What happens if we have to do a pay down? What happens if you're a person that says, look, I know I got a couple of negative items, but I do have some trade lines. I want to work through the system properly. Okay? Well, let's work through the system properly. Okay? Watch this. I'm going to come through. I'm going to select my account. I just went past it twice. I'm going to select my account. I'm going to go back to underwriting. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Just because I got a 700 credit score doesn't mean anything. I can look over here. I got a damn CBNA with 54% utilization. I got to drop that down. How do I drop that down? Come over here. Yes, madam. This one's yours. This one's yours. Right there. Balance $4,315. That's you. Okay. So if I want to pay that down, say I want to drop that down to 10% because I want to be in the threshold. Well, how much do I have to pay daily? $9.63. Weekly, $67. That's actually not bad. And $292 a month to get me to pay this down in 52 weeks. I want everybody to understand that if you want to get involved in this, you want to do this, this is how you do it. You want to open up a credit repair business, this is what you got to get with. This is how you have to have the tools working upon your system. Okay. And working for the benefit of you to grow. You need to get that benefit to get to the next level and get to where you need to be. Now, one more thing. It's going to be the last thing that I teach everybody tonight. First off, you need a progress report. You need to see where he did it right. Ray, you see this? You see this? You see how this looks? This is beautiful. He just fixed this. So everybody, how do you access this? Again, text the 858-239-0594. Text that and text link, L-I-N-K, to that number. We'll get you over a link. Now come over here and look. You'll be able to get your credit reports and everything to see what's been removed, what hasn't been removed, what you've got out of, what you've done. So when you're doing credit repair, how do you keep track of what's been removed? Yeah, you can keep going you can keep going every month, but if you're not pulling a report and watching it, how are you going to know if anything's been removed? How are you going to know when I just saw one thing pop off on Credit Karma? What happens if 15 things popped off? What happens if they added new accounts? How are you going to know what's been added, what's been removed? I said, always treat yourself as the client. If you treat yourself as a client, you'll be able to succeed a whole lot faster. Now, that was one piece I wanted to see. Automated credit analysis is my favorite. I'm going to click the automated credit analysis. I'm going to click acknowledge and activate. Once I click acknowledge and activate, right? Are you going to help them out? Oh, Miss Allen, you want to know something? That's on you, Miss Allen. I think you should tell Ray what you want them to do. Miss Allen, you've been a part of a lot of this meetings. I'll give you that one. You can call it tonight. You can call if we want to do that tonight. Let's see. Y'all, Miss Allen's going to be nice to you or be mean to you tonight. Please, Ray. Well, Miss Allen going to hook everybody up. Check this out. Last piece. Let me go to a bad report. Ready? Automated credit analysis, ladies and gentlemen. This is my favorite piece. If I click the automated credit analysis, I click accounts. It says the War Machine account evaluation has activated. My AI just read your whole credit file.
Wow.
After it read your whole credit file, it's going to go look for anything that's bad on your credit report, which technically this guy's got a few of them. They're just late payments, right? We're going to run the credit repair. We're going to run the credit repair matcher, and it's going to give us the negative item on each and every single file and what law it has been broken. So now you understand why you're doing Metro 2, because look at all the Metro 2, all laws that has been broken. That's why we utilize this. We utilize this as a secondary to Metro 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Yep. That's my key. That is my key. Now, Miss Allen, who else I got in here? I think Quincy's a part of group. I had a couple of people who have not seen this, people who do see this. We went over credit repair tonight. We went over the funding aspect. Any questions before we close out for the rest of the night?
Hey, what's the difference between a My Score IQ and and Score Now?
What's the difference?
I mean, which is better? Which one